All right, so we did tissue work in week 1. We did some Achilles work with the band in week 2, and week 3 is quite possibly one of the more important ones because it's a little bit more preventative. We're gonna be talking about warming up your calves. Warming up your calves is a huge deal because a lot of us tend to not really warm up at all when we go out for a run. It's 3, 2, 1, go, we're out the door. And if you're someone that struggles with your calves either flaring up on you or getting super tight after your run, adding a warm-up in is a really important way to start to combat that. So I'm gonna take you through 3 different things that I personally love to do before my runs. It's a little walking routine, a little stretch routine, and then a little animation routine that's gonna help get your calves right and ready for your run. So the walking routine is a really easy way to kind of begin your warm-up, and I'm gonna start with toe walking. My toe walking, I'm gonna push my heels as far away from the ground as I can, and now I'm taking small little steps. I'm gonna walk 20 total steps, so 10 on each foot. I wanna try to avoid my heel dropping through that, so if I'm walking and every time I step, I let my heel drop every single time, I'm not really forcing my calf to do a ton of work for me. Following that, after I get my 20 steps there, I'm gonna switch to heel walking, so similar concept, pulling my toes as far away from the ground as I can. I'm taking small little steps, trying to avoid letting my toes come towards the ground. 20 total steps, 10 on each foot. My next move is gonna actually be a little bit more kind of ankle oriented, but I'm turning my ankles out, small little steps, allowing myself to kind of load the outside part of my ankle. Again, working through 20 total steps, 10 on each foot. So now I'm pulling basically what feels like my pinky toes and the outside of my heel as far away from the ground as I can. This one feels and looks very funny, but I'm gonna be doing 20 total steps. You should feel a nice burn through your lower leg through these. So if 20 steps doesn't do it for you, add it up to 30. If 20 is too many, like you can't make it the whole time, do 15 or so. That's your walking routine for the lower leg to start out. Following your walking routine, you're gonna then go through these grounded ankle circles. These are one of my favorites because it really expresses almost every range of motion that we see in the ankle. And we're gonna do these clockwise and counterclockwise circles if I were to place a point on my knee. I'm coming up towards my little toe, scraping across the front, and then coming back around the backside. So I would do 10 counterclockwise or clockwise, and then reverse the direction back. So then I would go in, up, around, and back through. Now that we've both kind of warmed up the lower leg with the walking and opened the ankle up with the ankle circles, we're gonna start to really make the calf kind of similar demand as we do in running with some hopping. What I'm looking to do is I'm gonna travel forward as well, so I start to build a little bit more of the postural demands of running as well. So I'm staying tall, I'm letting my heel kiss the ground. I would then flip around. I'm gonna now reverse and go 20 on my left leg. And then once we've got our 20 on each solo leg, we'll combine it for what kind of feels like a bunny hop of sorts, where I'm going 20 total. Again, let your heel kiss the ground so that your ankle goes through the full range of motion. And that is a great way to start to build up some awareness and looseness in your calf before your next run.